Hey guys, we're back here at the Lac Shop with another true frequency string tutorial. Today I have the true frequency speed version with a great custom true frequency die. It's got the blue honeycomb on there and that nice royal fade to it, done by our very own Second City Strings. Today I'll be showing you how to string up a true low pocket. So let's get started. So we're going to be stringing up a low pocket in this particular head, and we're going to start with our 9 diamond top string. If you saw the other video, it's very simple. You're going to find the piece of the mesh that has 9 diamonds on it, and you're going to fold down to the next row to start that off. And we're going to start in the second sidewall hole down. And again, because these heads are so wide at the first couple sidewall holes, what I like to do on these is just lock it down twice. Normally you can just do a 1 just like that, but we're going to bring it around again and get another loop there to make sure that it is going to be nice and secure to the head. Now, if you saw my other tutorial, we did a bit more of an in-depth top string utilizing all holes across the top. Today we're going to be utilizing a more traditional top string that you're going to see on probably a lot more heads out there. It's very simple to do. First off, we're going to go back through the plastic here. We're going to come down through the second diamond on our 9 diamond top string, and we're going to pull through this giant loop that we've created. And we're gonna keep pulling until that knot is nice and secure. And we're just gonna pull out some of the slack. We're gonna fold it over, and then we're gonna do it on the reverse. We're gonna go through the back of the mesh, through the front of the plastic. We're gonna pull the loop out, and we're gonna go down through that loop, once again pulling out all the slack. Now, the more traditional way to do this would be we're going to skip the next diamond and top string hole and go right on to the third. So we're going to go through the back of the plastic, through the front of the mesh, through our loop, make sure we're spaced evenly, and then we're going to pull out all that slack. Make sure your string stays tight. Doesn't coil up, doesn't twist, nothing like that. And then we are going to go through the back of the mesh and through the front of the plastic and down through that loop. Make sure it doesn't snag on anything. And we're going to pull that knot nice and tight. Now we're going to skip the middle and we're going to move on to the 4th top string hole that coordinates with the 6th diamond in our 9 diamond top string. So again, back of the plastic, front of the mesh, through the loop, and pull out all the slack. Then the reverse, back of the mesh, front of the plastic, down through the loop, make sure it doesn't snag, and pull that tight. And then we are going to skip the next diamond and the next top string hole. Then we're going to go through the 8th diamond. Again, back of the plastic, front of the mesh, through the loop. Pull out all that slack. Make sure we're lining it up correctly. And the reverse. And we're going to finish out the last diamond here, going through the back of the mesh, the front of the plastic, and down through the loop, and pulling that knot tight. Now, to finish it off, we're going to end our top string. We're going to go through the back of the mesh, through the inside of the second sidewall hole, pull that slack out, through the back of the mesh, inside of the plastic, and make sure that that lines up nice. Pull out the slack, and then once more, back of the mesh, side of the plastic, pulling out some of the slack and then pulling it nice and tight. And then we're just going to finish it off with a nice square knot. And just like that, we have our top string done. Now we're going to move on to the sidewalls. As I've been adjusting this pattern a little bit, what I've noticed for a low pocket, what I find the easiest way to get a more defined and better low pocket is kind of almost add a divider between where the channel forms and the pocket is going to form. So to do that, directly after this last sidewall hole where we did the 5th pull down for the diamond, we're going to do a simple knot that's not connected to any of the mesh. So we're just going to go through the outside of the plastic here, inside of the loop, and we're going to pull that down. The very last thing we're going to do is add our shooters. I'm going to go ahead and do 2 across the top here. So I'm going to start on the 3rd row of diamonds down. So 1, 2, 3. Again, you can do this kind of however you want. You could go through the sidewall holes. You could go through the sidewall itself. I like to go around the plastic. It's just my personal preference. There are other ways to do it. So then we're going to go 1 through and over. So you're going to go 1 under, 1 over, and we're just going to weave that back and forth until it's all said and done. Make sure you pull it so you have an even amount on both sides. And we're just going to weave it back and forth across the mesh and tie it off at the end with a square knot. And there you have it. That is the low pattern on the true frequency speed head. Now to break this guy in and get a more defined channel, as you can see with a low pocket, it's going to start pretty low there and then funnel its way up. So it's just going to take a couple minutes of wall ball there to break it in, but it should be a fantastic feeder head, very accurate, very low whip for those attackmen that prefer that, or even if you're a midfielder who likes to feed rather than shoot, this should be a fantastic pattern for you. And there is a final shot of our low pocket there.